Hey, and welcome to Anna's Boxing Universe, where apologies, my screen seems a bit fuzzy this evening. Probably spilled something on it. Now it's worse. So, before we get into it, we're just going to have a preview of Frank Warren's Queensbury's Magnificent Seven, which will be on TNT Sports live from Birmingham on Saturday evening, and I will be in attendance covering that event, and I'll be keeping updated on X, Twitter, under my handle EFBman, and yeah, follow me for all of that. And of course, comment and post on this, and when we reach 100 subscribers, we'll have another prize. So if you're wondering about the face, no, I wasn't sparring with my Celtic cousin Brad Pauls. I came off my bicycle last week before the rugby. So there it is. But anyway, let's get into it. So top of the table is excellent young prospect Liam Davies against Eric Robales Alia, and this is for the IBO World Super Bantamweight, which is a secondary degree, but nonetheless a secondary belt, but nonetheless a belt. So it's a good test for Liam Davies, and one I think he'll pass with flying colours. Davies, even whether it's Davies or Davis, I'll stand corrected on that. You can let me know in the comments. He has a record of 15 wins, 7 by way of knockout. So 15 no losses, no draws. So he's an under 50% knockout ratio. So on that basis, I expect him to win a points decision this weekend. But the one everybody is talking about is Nathan Heaney and Brad Pauls. And this, I think, is going to be very close. Now, Nathan Heaney, as we know, last time out, Nathan Heaney 18-0, 6 KOs, so even a lower knockout ratio. He's excellent performance against Denzel Bentley the last time, won him a majority decision and gave him the Lonsdale belt. Now he fights Cornwall's Brad Pauls, who is no mean boxer himself. He has a record of 18 wins and 1 loss, and his only loss coming at the hands of Tyler Denny. So that shows the kind of the levels that he mixes with. And he's a record of 18 wins, 10 by way of knockout. So he's a better knockout ratio than Nathan Heaney. And I think this fight's going to be close. And I think Pauls, as the away fighter, will want to win. And in order to be definite about the win, is go for the knockout. And I can see Brad Pauls getting the knockout later on. If you think that's just Celtic bias, that's fine. You can disagree with me. You don't have to shout into a cave. I will accept, opinions on that. It's a close fight. There's, that's just the fact of it. Then next we have Ireland's Pearse O'Leary, Boom Pearse O'Leary, against Marty Rosan, and he comes with 13 no record against Marty Rosan, 16-0 record. That's for the WBC International Super Lightweight title. So it's actually a decent ranking title there. Now, Pearse's last records, he normally fights in America. His last fight was Kane Gardner, which was Kane was a very useful boxer in his early days. So that came there. Nothing really stepping out with me for that. Just the fact that King Gardner was a unanimous decision. He won a TKO previous to that, but then unanimous decision and a whole lot of TKOs before that. So how I see this going is I see this is St. Patrick's weekend. I see Boom Pearse O'Leary putting on a banging performance. Bang Pearse O'Leary, actually. Sorry, not Boom. That is Ray Mancini. Bang Pearse O'Leary. I see him putting in a banging performance, and I see him stopping his guy. The next fight then we have is Zach Parker against Tyrone Hughes. Zach has a record of 23 wins, 1 loss against Tyrone's 27 wins, 1 loss and 1 draw. Um, Zach's Zach's only loss came at the hands of the very talented John Ryder. So, I mean, like it's nothing to be sniffed at, his record, and I can see him just getting. I mean, he's a knockout ratio there of 23 wins with 17 by way of knockout. So he's a good knockout ratio here. And Tyron then, he's 27 wins, 15 by way of knockouts, knockout loss and 1 draw. He's a German fighter. He lost to Rocky Fielding, which is, and that was in a TKO in round 5. So I think Zach could be going for something similar. So I'm going to go for a mid-rounds stoppage there for Zach. Let's go back to the next ones. Now we've got everyone's favourite little Dennis the Menace, Dennis McCann, and he's fighting Brad Strand. And Dennis, the last time out, it was a draw against Baluta. Prior to that, he's had a long number of wins. So he's still technically unbeaten with 14 wins and 1 draw, 8 by way of knockout. And his opponent then, Brad, is 11 wins, 3 by way of knockout. So again, nothing durable there. But I expect Dennis to have his Haribos after the fight and come out either a wide points decision or a late stoppage on that one. Ethan James then against Owen Cooper. This is a 12-0 against 9-0 fight. So it's for the it's for the English welterweight, which is vacant, and the WBO European welterweight, which is also vacant. So it should be a humdinger of a fight. Ethan there has got 12 wins, 0 by way of knockout, and Owen has got 9 wins with 3 KOs. So I mean, it's a fair toss-up of a fight there. So may the best man win in that. But because of the stoppages, I am going to go for Owen Cooper and perhaps a late stoppage on that one. Next, then we've got Joe Joyce against Cash Ali. Joe Joyce, then, as we know, he was last stopped by Zhile Zhang in emphatic fashion. And he lost on points, and then he fought him again, and he lost third round KO. So that's his 2 losses. He's had some great victories against Parker and Christopher Hammer and Takem and Daniel Dubois. So I mean, he's not to be taken lightly at all. But he's kind of back to the drawing board and back to kind of starting again. Cash Ali, a good solid UK opponent. Again, he skirts around that European level. His biggest victory there looks for me is against Kamil Skowalski, who he won over points. But I mean, I'm looking here, and 10 rounds is the longest he's gone, and he actually hasn't. Sorry, is the longest of his fights, but he hasn't actually gone 10 rounds yet. So I expect Joe Joyce to stop him in the middle rounds. And then finally, which is number 8 now, really, it's Ezra Taylor against Pearse Oko Ngarte. Ezra 7-0 and Pearse 11-2. So Ezra's got 5 KOs, so I'd say he'll be looking for another KO here at light heavyweight, and I expect him to get it. So that's my predictions for the Magnificent 7+1. I'll be there in the night, and I'll be tweeting out videos and clips and, reaction and photographs. And let me know if you're going, and put your predictions in the comments, and we'll see who comes out on top in our prediction league. And I'm calling out Adam and Luke and Stephen. I want your predictions in the comments. No after timing. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? I don't think I've gone very controversial anywhere on them. So, that's just it. But do let me know. What's your predictions? Cheers. Slán go fóill.